Hey ladies,
Oh, we didn't get it.
it's Tamika TTC. See, I'm already getting interrupted by the guest that's here in the car. Alright, so it's Retrieval Day. We're on our way. I apologize if the GPS steps into the video because this place is an hour away and I've never been to it. So, here we go. So, it's early in the morning, 10 after 7. I'm supposed to be there at 8. I should get there at 8 or earlier, the way I drive. Alright, so we're on our way. I don't know, they're a little camera shy this morning, you know. That's what happens when they hang out late and come in at like 4 o'clock in the morning. Yeah. But we might not be in the car right now if I let them stay where they was and meet me. So I needed them to show up. Okay. They laughing because they know I'm right. Especially this one here that you can't see. Alright. They still can't see. There, she giving her thumb. We'll check y'all later when we get to the facility. Alright, bye-bye. They like it or not, look at them. Slept the whole ride. Shameful. Let's go. The time is now 7:54, so we beat 8 o'clock. Hey, what'd I say? Nobody's had breakfast. And no, I'm not being a masochist because I couldn't eat. They didn't ask, you want your purse? No help with the video. No help with the video. And they're busy on their own phones. You see them? There they go, her phone right there. No help. Alright. So I'm gowned up. We'll see how it goes. This gown clothes in the back. Kind of. These gowns ain't for big booty girls. But maybe I just needed a bigger one. I don't know. But we'll see. I don't know why they make it wear a hairnet. My head ain't gonna be nowhere. They're just gonna restrain my arms anyway. I wonder if I can take my little Fitbit off. Probably. You think they'll make me take my earrings off? I've seen women give C-sections with their earrings. By the way. it's quiet in here. There's probably, what, 3, 4, 5 couples out in the waiting room. I don't know what they're here for. Nobody had a cool shirt on like I did. You peep my Retrieval, Believe, Conceive shirt earlier. And nobody had no cool shirt like I did. Maybe I'm just being extra and they just like, I don't need the whole world knowing what I'm going through. But whatevs to them. I paid good money to be here and I'm going to celebrate. That's how I feel about the situation. Alright, well, I'm sure I won't be able to record once they let me go back. So, this is where we are for now. I'll hit y'all back when it gets back in here. I'm sure my niece will be more than happy to record me. If they sedate me, I still don't know if they're gonna sedate me. I'm waiting to hear.
She gonna be like this. She gonna be like, okay. But anyway. So anyway.
That's coming out of heavy sedation. They ain't gonna sedate me that heavy here. I don't think. I think it'll be fine. But I'm waiting on the anesthesiologist to come in. Maybe he'll sedate me. Maybe he won't. They didn't care for my blood pressure this morning either. So we'll see. We'll see. See in a little bit.
And there she goes. All extracted. Waiting for those little critters.
You want to hold it? You can hold it so she'll come back and talk to y'all in a little bit. Okay, say hi. Hey, followers. Tell me to brush my hair. Alright, so we're back in the car. On our way to get something to eat and then breakfast seemed to go well. Doc said they got about 10 eggs. I don't know how many are mature. He'll let me know tomorrow. I don't know how many are mature, how many fertilized. And that'll be that. I'm on Percocets now, so
Why?
we're feeling mighty good on the Percocets. Alright. So we're gonna go get something to eat. What you wanna eat?
Food near me.
What you mean food near me? I mean y'all got a preference?
Mics.
Hey ladies, I'm home. Hey Oreo, come on up here. Come on. You know you want to come up here. Come on. That's your good boy. Okay, if he can get his tail out the camera. That's one of my boys. Anyway, I made it. I made it through the retrieval. I retrieved. I'm believing, and I hope all my eggies conceive. I don't know if you heard me in the last clip. Let me change this angle here. I don't know if you heard me in the last clip because, well, I was on Percocets, oxycodone, whatever you want to call it, and slurring my speech a little bit. And the RE said that they caught, come on, Oreo, that's rude. Got your butt all in the camera. Okay. He said they got 10 eggs. He won't know how many were mature or how many will fertilize until tomorrow. So, come on, have a seat. So, as of right now, I just have my perfect 10. But, let me explain my experience. I know there were a few clips leading up to this, so I'll just get you my experience. First part of it is, y'all, be very careful about who you ask to take you to the procedure. Because the last thing you need surrounding this is stress and frustration. I had a feeling, but I think I was trying to be cheap, and I got exactly what I paid for. Okay, so I asked my niece. I said to my niece, was moving out. She's got her new place now and all of that. But I asked her to take me, and because she is routinely late, tardy, and I had to be at the facility at 8 a.m. this morning. Um, and uh, the facility was an hour away. So I told her she had to spend the night. Her new place is like 45 minutes away. It's probably a little closer to the facility. I probably should have spent the night at her place. But it wouldn't have mattered because she was out partying over here last night. And so she said she knew how important it was that she would be here. 3 o'clock in the morning, she wasn't here. So I'm up at 2. I woke up at 2, like 1:32, hoping and praying that she would show up. I think by like 2:33, I was texting her, "Where are you?" She said she was on her way. They showed up about 4. I was up the whole time. I used the time wisely to edit some videos, so so there'll be a steady stream of videos coming soon. Okay, so they went to sleep. I was up. I got up about 6:30 from editing videos. Took a shower, and then by the time I got out the shower, they were up and getting themselves together. So we left here probably 7:05. I wanted to leave by 7. 7:05 is good for me, I'm like born late, okay? So they slept. I drove. No traffic, easy way there. Didn't get lost or anything like that. GPS got us there just fine. We get in there. I check in. I wait. They call me back to the room. We all go back. They give me the gown, booties, and the lovely hair nets. Gown is the open in the back. It's a regular size gown. I'm a big booty girl. Gotta hold that back real tight to keep from my booty being out. There are other couples. I guess we were the only ones there. It was just a bunch of women. It's like 3 women, right? Everybody else who was there were couples. And so my niece kept saying, "We be the peppy. We be the peppy." I think it's kind of that movie Life with Martin Lawrence and Eddie Murphy. I'm that Beavis Peppy. So they said they're gonna be the Peppies for the day. There's there was some confusion and not some confusion, not confusion. I don't want to say confusion, but me and getting my donor number correct. I always mix up the numbers, but finally got it right. And then when my RE came in with the paperwork, it was off. So I did tell him to correct that. And then, so anyway, fill out some paperwork for the anesthesiologist. And he came in, talked to me, asked me a bunch of questions. They weren't particularly happy with my blood pressure. That upper number was high, like 150s. But that's normal for me. Like if I'm nervous or feel like I'm under any bit of stress, that upper number just shoots up. Not to mention I hadn't taken any medicine that morning because I was told not to. Couldn't eat, couldn't drink, no meds. So the upper number was like 150 something. The lower number I think was maybe 93, something like that. I think by the time I got back before they put the nice calming medicines in, I was like 130 something over 87, which is like normal for me. Uh, and then let's see. So anesthesiologist came in. He told me they were gonna put me to sleep. He had a little trouble getting a vein to put my IV in. I guess I don't know. I was slightly dehydrated, but I don't know. He got it. He just had to smack the back of my hand quite a bit. But I don't think he had this. He didn't have the tourniquet on incredibly tight, so I think he was having trouble getting that vein to pop up. But they shot me with like some kind of lidocaine. That kind of stung, and then I didn't feel anything once they put the IV in, and I didn't feel anything with them taking it out. So that was fine. So I do have the hole in my hand. I just took the tape off. So, what else? Okay, so um, then the doctor came in, went over some other instructions, talked to me about the risk. I signed all that paperwork. Then they called me back. So I walked back to, it's kind of like a little recovery area. It's only got 2 beds. They made me go to the bathroom. She said, even if you don't feel like, just try. We need your bladder empty. So I tried, tinkled a little. um, and then wiped. I only had one good hand because I'm carrying the IV bag in my hand with the IV. So gotta pretty much do everything with my left hand because they put the IV in my dominant hand. Then I went straight from the bathroom to the room where they do the procedure, where there's like a bed and the stirrups are already up. So basically, I gotta step on the step stool, sit, swing my legs around, then they make you scoot all the way down. And then they basically, while the anesthesiologist does his thing, they basically expose you. They pull the gown all the way up here. I guess they have to do some ultrasound on my belly while he's in there with the needle, so I'm pretty exposed in that room. No point in being shy. I mean, aside from walking through the hallways with other doctors and other couples, and you're not wanting your bum all out. No point in being shy once you get into that room. But I was fine. He put the oximeter on me. I could hear that beeping. It was beeping pretty fast. I'm just like, oh my gosh, my pulse is going pretty fast. But he said it'll slow down once they give me the calming meds and all of that. Then he strapped my arms down, and then he put the oxygen mask. But before he even put the oxygen mask, I felt whatever he had pushed because I was starting to get dizzy. I was tired anyway. So I don't remember much of anything after that. Just breathing probably a few more seconds with the mask on, and then I must have been out like a light. I woke up. I'm trying to think. Did they wake me up and make me walk? Yes, they woke me up and made me walk to my recovery bed. I was a little uneasy. They were holding me, and then I got they made me wait to get in the bed. I think she put like a second like little mat down. I had a little bit of bleeding, teeny tiny bit of like bright red, just bleeding. And then was laying down a little bit. I woke up. I felt discomfort. I mean, it's kind of like if you ever had a hysteroscopy. You wake up, you feel discomfort in your pelvis, so you just know somebody was in there working, doing something. So that's pretty much how I felt. And I want to say, what I do want to say is when he was pushing the anesthesia through my IV, it burned like hell on my wrist, like right here around this bone. I mean, the IV went in here, but I felt the burn in here. And I'm asking, like, is that supposed to burn? And he's just like, oh, yeah, it's just going to burn a little bit. That's the medicine going in. But, I mean, it burned a lot. Like, the whole time that I was awake, all I felt was, like, this burning on my wrist. And it felt like it was getting worse and worse and worse. So, I don't know. But that was that. I mean, it wasn't like, I'm in pain. Nothing like that. But it was just noticeable, and it just felt like it was getting worse and worse and worse. So anyway, so wake up, go to recovery. Again, the recovery is like right outside the door. There's 2 beds. I think they did one woman before me because when I walked in, she was already in the bed. From coming, so I laid down a little bit. Then she said she was going to go back and get my niece. Um, my niece came back. I'm just laying in the bed with the little blanket over me. Um, and then eventually she came in and asked me if I wanted. Oh, she asked my niece about my pain meds. She gave that to her, and then she gave me two, and some water. So I drank that, and then she asked me if I wanted like some crackers or some pretzels. She brought like some peanut butter cheese crackers, which I don't eat, and then some goldfish. So I ate the pack of goldfish. And then she brought me another cup of water. And then she said, "You want to try to go to the bathroom? I need you to go to the bathroom." I mean, after I had the oxycodone, I felt a lot better, like literally, like no pain. Um, so she got me up. I went out to go to the bathroom. Went to the bathroom. That's when I noticed, like, just some light bleeding. Washed my hands. Came out. Came back in. Got dressed. Uh, and then we were out of there. We were out of there. I was pretty much walking on my own. Went to the bathroom on my own. Came back from the bathroom on my own. Got dressed on my own. And then, you see the clip of us in the car. Me saying everything. Oh, while I was in recovery, that's when the doctor came back and told me about the 10 eggs. And then we're in the car. And then right after that video, we're trying to figure out where to eat. And then my niece gets into this whole argument with her friends. And mind you, my niece is supposed to drive, but my niece gets real hyped when she's angry. So now I'm worried about whether we gonna make it home in one piece, whether my car is gonna make it in one piece. And I'm just like, all because, I don't know. I think, her girlfriend, her birthday was a couple days ago. Her girlfriend came down from Philly to visit, and I guess she said they've been arguing all weekend. And I guess it was some residual argument that boiled over into the car ride. And mind you, I'm hungry because I hadn't eaten. It was a whole thing on trying to decide on where to get something to eat. And like at one point, she was turning like she was going to the restaurant, but then just rolled right out the parking lot of the restaurant. Was like, no, I just want to go home. And I'm like, so I don't get to eat because you mad? No, nobody gets to eat. I'm just like, you know what? The girlfriend's in the back seat fussing. She in the front seat fussing. She don't look like she paying attention. She's just like, I'm so hyped. I'm like, if you so hyped, then you need to pull over. Like, seriously, at that point, I wished I could have been driving myself. And I'm just like, this is not how I wanted to spend, like, after my retrieval. And it's an hour ride home. So I'm just like, seriously? So now I'm just in the car looking at my phone, not making eye contact with anybody, watching the road to make sure we don't crash. Just hoping, wishing, and praying we all make it back to my house so that my car is good, that I'm good, there's no crash, and then her and her girlfriend can go and they can finish this here argument and leave me out of it because I'm like, this is a whole mess. So I gotta wait a whole hour to eat food because she mad and she driving and she gonna go where she wanna go. And I'm just like, see, I can't. And then we get like 2 seconds from my house, and she's just like, "Oh, where you gonna go get something to eat?" And I'm like, "No, I just want to get home." And she's like, "Oh well, you want to go get something?" And I'm like, "I can't drive." She was like, "Oh, okay." So pretty much I got home. Thank goodness I cooked last night. I had some leftover short rib and broccoli. I ate that, and then I went to sleep for like 3 hours. I don't know what's going on with them. I don't want to know. I'm just like, still all my joy this morning. Still all my joy this morning. With this nonsense, like just nonsense. be mindful who you ask to take you or who you bring with you, because that was completely, pardon me, unnecessary, unneeded stress that I didn't need this morning. And thank goodness it was after the procedure and not before, because who knows what my blood pressure would have looked like when I walked in there. But the good news here, I was able to get sedation, no local anesthesia. They got 10 eggs. We all made it back to my house in one piece. And that's that. So here I am, just waiting on a call tomorrow. I was a little sore. I'm not feeling so sore right now. So I'm feeling good. I don't think I'll be taking any more pain meds. Doctor said I could have Tylenol, but I don't have any Tylenol here, and I can't go get any. So either I'm popping an oxycodone, or nothing. So, but that's fine. That's fine. So that was my retrieval experience. Hopefully you wouldn't have the same responsible adult experience that I had. But that's what I get. I knew better. I knew it was going to be shenanigans. And I knew better. Hold on, I'm trying to get the camera a little closer. Pull this. I knew it was going to be shenanigans. Although I was hoping that it wouldn't be, it ended up being shenanigans. So, what can I do? What can I do? But I feel good. It's Sunday. I wish I didn't have to go to work tomorrow, but I gotta work tomorrow. I don't have to go to work, right? I work from home, but I do have to get up and work tomorrow. That's kind of sucky, but you know, it's lots to do, and I'm like trying to fit all this in. So hopefully I get to the call tomorrow, and everything is good. But you know, law has the expectation statistically is that I'll have 5 mature and 3 I'll have 5, not 5 mature, but I don't know how many mature follicles they'll get. Sorry, I lost my light. I don't know how many mature follicles I'll get, but my estradiol seemed to indicate 10 to 11. They got 10 eggs, so hopefully 10 will be mature, maybe 8 will be mature, and I'll get at least 4 to fertilize. That's what I'm hoping. And hopefully I'll get at least 2 to make it to blastocyst, and then we'll see after that, after the PGS testing. But I'm hoping at least 4 fertilize. Yeah. So far, so good. I will check in tomorrow. Or actually, maybe the next time I will check in is when I know how many made it to blastocyst. So, and then I'll check in again after I get the PGS results. So, I'll check in tomorrow, and then I guess 4 or 5 days later, once I know how many made it to blastocyst, and then it'll be, I guess, 2 weeks. I'll check in about this process. There will be other videos. I do have some dating while TTC videos lined up for the next few weeks. So, those will be published. And so you'll hear from me, not necessarily about this. But if you want up-to-date information, I will be updating Instagram to let you know. So if you can't wait all that long to hear for the results, then you better be following me on Instagram. Other than that, oh boy, what a day. What a day. It's 6:28 p.m. and I am going to rest. I will say this. It's very uncanny. They get the eggs out. My estrogen must be super duper low because my boobs do not hurt like they hurt before. My boobs, they're still teeny tiny bit sore, but nothing like before. So I guess that estrogen gets out of there. I think what I will do though, maybe later today, or tomorrow morning, I will. I still have some progesterone strips, and I'll use one of those to confirm that my body believes that I ovulated, so that I can expect my next cycle in 2 weeks. I mean, technically, my body should think that I'm ovulating today. My luteal phase is about 14 days, so I should expect a cycle in about 14 days. The next time I go to acupuncture is Wednesday. There's no before after for retrieval, just the before. And so I'll see my acupuncturist on Wednesday. And I'm just going to take it easy the next few days. Not lift anything over 10 pounds and all that great stuff. I'm trying to think what else. That's it. That is it. So, thanks for following along. And sticky baby dust to all those TTC. Bye.